yes, 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 yes. I gotta listen to this whole thing.
In a world where symphonic majesty meets the ferocity of metal, there exists a band that transcends the limits of both. Epica. And tonight, we journey into the heart of one of their most ambitious recordings to date. At the helm of this sonic crusade is the incomparable Simone Simons, a classically trained soprano whose voice soars with the grace of an angel, yet carries the power to command legions. Her ethereal tone is matched only by her commanding presence, a force forged through years of discipline, weaving together the operatic and the electric in a way no one else can. Together, they craft a soundscape that is both heavenly and hellish, an epic that beckons you to witness what happens when the divine and the demonic collide on stage. This is Omega Alive, and this fucking tenor wants to talk about it.
Yes, I do, and it is so good to be back. My name is Charlie Calotta. I am an operatic tenor. I have 2 degrees in vocal performance from 2 of the United States' most prestigious music schools.
Sure, bro.
And for the last 2 years, I have been traveling around the country singing some of the most popular opera lover boys like Nemorino, Renuccio, Alfredo, in some opera houses all over the United States and parts of Mexico. And I have missed making these videos so much. Right now, my plan is to dive back into my favorite genre to listen to, which is symphonic metal, something I discovered as part of this content creation journey that for the last 2 years has kept me so happy to just be listening and driving. I've been driving around, I've been traveling, and symphonic metal is one of my favorite things to listen to. That being said, at the end of this video, I'm gonna dive into the future of this channel and tell you guys who are really invested what is going to happen from here on out and how this content is going to be changing. But for now...
Will you just shut up already? It's been 2 whole minutes.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Let's dive right into the reaction. You guys voted for it. Epica, Once Upon a Nightmare from the Omega Alive official full concert. Let's go. Yes! Yes! Okay, I know, cliffhanger, but that all just channeled the guitar, the classical grand piano, the Yamaha. That was just the perfect dichotomy of like rock. You know, even the riffs he was playing, the solo he was playing is just like right out of the huge, great rock ballads of like the 80s and 90s. 70s. And the contrasting grand piano is just so exhilarating, like so calm and beautiful, and gives this amazing bed for that solo to riff over. And what an amazing overture for this song. I'm already hyped about it. I can't believe I've never heard this album before. It's nuts. Simone, bring it.
On the way to sacred shores, and in the arms of the life that we adore, moonlight shows a white design that's been waiting for a chance to seize a soul.
Nice cover. Wonderful, right into head voice.
On a road, changing course, lightning strikes where we depart, an eerie voice as the night embraced the heart, resonating from the life that is moving on to new windows of her soul.
So she's done it twice now. She has done this ascending phrase that brings the voice from this wide open, very breathy, very clear place, goes through a little bit of a cover, and that's what we call in opera like her passaggio, and you can hear that she lifts the soft palate, creating a warmer resonance higher up in the cheeks that's contrasting that sort of chesty, breathy, wider sound that she's using lower. And she goes back and forth between those to create different dynamic contrasts when she's in her lower range. But as she goes up, she utilizes that raised soft palate to give a lot more color into that higher place. And it allows her then to comfortably shift into that sweet head voice ringing place without compromising or creating any tension. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know, those techniques to create artful color palettes in the singing is what makes someone like Simone Simons so incredibly expressive on this palette of piano and guitar. Amazing. Well, strings, right? Not guitar yet.
Hear his mystic voice. He feeds on stainless
I love the fire. Yes!
Now run into his arms, leave your shelter behind. We are going to fly higher than high. We will take on the sky. Feel my senses united by the night. Now it's time to close the door and open up like before. New windows of the soul.
You'll notice in those leaps that she takes, it's really about the what's the right way of putting it? It's about the approach, right? When she leaps up into one of those high notes, you're either going to get a belt or you're going to get that beautiful sonoric operatic soprano sound. And when you do get that soprano sound, she can jump up to it by staying wide open in that resonance, keeping her mouth wide, and then really lifting the soft palate and hitting that high note, letting that larynx drop down, in fact, like protecting the voice as it goes up there by prepping it with a more wide open resonance, with a flatter, more even laryngeal position. And then when she goes up for that belt, she can open up, create that compression, and it's the same vocal pressure that yields a different sound based on the configuration of the larynx. So ultimately, just so stunning. Oh my God, I've missed this so much. But yeah, I mean, dude, yes. I gotta listen to this whole thing. Oh my God, this is such, also the setting is so dope with the ring of fire and the entire band around her. It gives such an amazing cinematographic effect, right? It's just so good. She has support from all around, and there's that guttural like narrator voice that is coming in and cutting in and giving her just something amazing to sing against, right? And it is telling an amazing story. So even in the last phrase, the way that she's able to contour the voice from this like wonderful resonant, that highest place that she sings in, that is a combination of that raised soft palate operatic position and the belt position that gives us this sound that you wouldn't hear in opera typically. You wouldn't hear it in that pure classical sound because it combines both that compression and sharpness in the front with, it widens the vibrato a little bit, so there's a little bit of a slower vibration in the vibrato, but it also combines that so that you get that operatic, lift in the soft palate, that resonant sound, but you also get that wide kind of belty position that creates that ring, that clarity that really pierces through the rest of the instruments. Even if it wasn't probably live mixed, right? Because this is a like live produced concert. Even if it wasn't live mixed, that vocal quality would create the right formants to cut right through. So a combination of formants like 3 and 2 that give that head voice quality, but also that brassiness that you get in any kind of like belting or traditional like compressed metal singing. Amazing. A little bit of the chimes. And the chimes in with the piano. Off. God, I miss having a live chat, guys. I miss having a live chat where you guys can just educate me while it's happening. But at the end of the day, like, maybe you can just be my live chat right now. Just like, as you watch this, just comment below and, let me know what I'm missing. I'm like, the biggest thing I've missed about these videos is like how much I learned from you guys. So let me know if there's anything I missed, anything you think is really special about this. I love symphonic metal. It's become like one of my favorite things to listen to. And I like I said, I've saved these videos and these concerts to do with you guys. So I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry for more info. I want to dig deeper, and I want to do that here because the most fun part about it was sharing it with you. So let's keep it going. Are we going into the next song now? All right, we're saving that one for another time. Thank you guys. See you back at the table. I hope you enjoyed that reaction. I am a huge fan of Epica. I've never listened to Omega live, and so that was a lot of fun for me. One thing I want to do on this channel now is give my top #1 opera arias for this performer to sing. So for Simone, it would have to be Addio del passato from La Traviata. It's Violetta's aria, and it's heartbreaking, and it's beautiful, and I think she would do an amazing job. That's something I want to start doing to all the singers I react to here. Give them a suggested aria and just imagine them singing it together. And maybe someday, if we get this channel big enough, I could bring them in and we could produce a really high quality recorded opera, cover from them. It would just be so fun. That's some dream I have. And you guys can be a part of it. But I'm really looking forward to is discussing and learning from your suggestions that have kind of popped up in the last 2 years. Anything you want me to react to, make sure to request it down below. I'm going to be picking from the comments that have the most likes and see what's most popular, because I think it's important to kind of engage the community that is engaging in the comments and give you guys what you want in exchange for your activity on the channel. So I'm looking forward to doing that. That's how we're going to be picking reactions from here on out. I'm also going to be looking at other channels similar to this one, seeing what other singers are reacting to out there, because I want to join that conversation as well, so we can all do it together.
And now for a big announcement.
So the future of the Big Brain Singer channel is going to be big voice energy. And the concept here is to talk about singers in terms of what they evoke on stage, what their performances bring to their audience, and bring a classical opera singer's perspective, someone who's job is to perform music from 200, 300 years ago and bring that perspective to the modern stage, because that's how I learn about music, and I just want to share that with you. So what we're going to be doing is looking at singers, deciding why they have big voice energy, talk about why they have big voice energy, and then I'm going to match those singers with an opera aria that I think matches their big voice energy. And that's the direction of this channel. So if you want to come along for the ride, please subscribe. I'm going to be bringing all these different perspectives in from singer friends of mine, voice teacher friends of mine, people I meet on the street, other viewers from the channel. I want to bring you guys in and make content together. And keep in mind that in the last 2 years since I've been making content, I have been saving myself from any new releases from some of my favorite artists that have already been featured on this channel, because I knew I wanted to come back and watch them with you. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and comment your requests down below. I'm really excited about this new chapter, and I will see you in the next video.
No, really, we have a dead channel to resurrect. Like, subscribe, comment, he has little dogs to feed.